Hey everyone, what's going on? Today's video I will talk about the options basics. Options, tradings, and the very basics. So just so you guys know, I did this video earlier and I almost never redo videos, but I think, and I didn't even have to rewatch it. I just stuttered so much. I was like, you know what? That's my community does not deserve that. So I went ahead and decided, okay, let me redo it at lunchtime and hopefully I'll produce a better version. So here we go. And as always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, okay? So, what is options and why do you care? Well, first off, most people don't understand options, don't even know what it means. Even the people that do invest, like people who have like beginner stage investing skills, they're not going to know what options are. But should you learn it? In my opinion, yes, you should learn and understand how options works. Should you use it? That's another story. It's a very dangerous tool. I'm not using it at the moment for many reasons, two of which is time and money. And obviously, we can get into that as well, but I at least know options. I read up on it, I used it, lost a lot of money, but I do love it. And I understand now how it could be used for your benefit. But why do people do options? There's four reasons. And one is flexibility. Again, we'll get into the details of that. Two is leverage. Three is hedging. And four is income. Okay, so what do I need to know about options to understand options? You need to know four words: buy, sell, call, put. And you need to know what each means. So as you can see with this little spreadsheet and the colorful layout I provided, when you buy a call, let's see if I can zoom in on this baby. There you go, nice and clear, right? When you buy a call, that is a bullish play. As you can see, the bull with the green background. When you buy a put, that is a bearish play. When you sell a call, that is a bearish play. As you know, being a yield max holder, probably most of you are. And when you sell a put, that is a bullish play. So, how exactly does that work? Let's get into it down below. I'll have to scroll out a little. So, let's start with buying a call. So, when you buy a call, you don't own the shares. You don't own the ETF. You essentially are paying a premium in hopes that the stock or ETF that you bought the call for goes up. As mentioned above, buying a call is a bullish play. So when you buy a call, it gives you the right to buy the stock or ETF or whatever it is at a designated price within a specific period. So, again, I'll just use Tesla as the example. Tesla, let's say Tesla's 220 today, but you want to buy a call with a 230 strike that expires in 6 months. So this means you think Tesla is going to go above 230 within 6 months. And if it does, you'll make money, right? If it does not, you don't make money. The good thing about buying, the buying part, obviously you have to shell out the premium up front to buy, the transaction, the options trade, but that's it. You won't lose any additional money after that. You can only gain money. You can't lose money. However, the money you lost is already out of pocket because you paid a premium. So it's a bullish play because, again, you're going to buy a call for a particular stock or ETF, choosing a price and an expiration date. And the idea is you want that price to be above that strike by expiration date. And if it does, you have the right to buy at the strike price. So if the stock ends up being above the strike price, you can go ahead and now buy that same stock for less, which is the strike price you chose. Or you can sell the call, right? You can sell it. The call that you own, since you have the right, you can give someone else the right and you can just collect the premium differential. hopefully that makes sense. So, and we'll move on. So when you're buying a call, guess who's on the other side? A seller. So someone has to sell you that call, right? So someone actually owns these shares that you have the right to. So when they buy that call, guess what? I'm selling that call on the other side. I'm collecting that premium, right? Pay up. So you're buying a call, like we said, 230 was the example. So as the seller, I'm willing to sell Tesla at 230 within 6 months. And in return for doing that, taking that risk, quote unquote risk, I'm collecting premium. I am making income. Because in green, as you can see in green, I own the shares, right? I'm selling the right I'm selling the right to buy at a designated price within a specific period. The buy call gives you the right. When I'm selling the call, I'm selling that right, for someone else to buy my shares at a specific price by a specific period. So for me, when I sell that call, I am not bullish. As you can see up here, sell call has a nice little teddy bear in red. I am bearish. I want that stock to not hit that strike. Because guess what? If it doesn't hit that strike by expiration, I keep my shares and I keep that premium. Win-win for me. However, if it goes above that strike, I can get assigned and my shares are gone. But I do still collect that premium. But that's a risk to take. If you're selling the call, you're thinking it's not going to go above that strike price by that date. So hopefully that made sense. Let's continue. Now, buying a put. What is buying a put? It's got that teddy bear, right? It's bearish. When you buy a put, you own the shares, right? So what does buying a put mean? It gives you the right to sell at a designated price within a specific period. So if you own Tesla and you think it's just going to tank and you want some downside protection, you can buy a put at a specific strike and a specific date. So let's go with the example again. Tesla's 220 still, right? And you think it's just going to tank. So you're like, you know what? Let me buy a put for a 210 strike in 6 months. So if Tesla tanks and goes to 150 in 6 months and you bought that put, guess what? You get to sell your shares at the 210 strike that you chose. So if it does not, if in 6 months Tesla stays above that 210 price, then the only thing you lost is the premium that you paid out. The reason people do this is, again, hedging. It's the downside protection. It gives them a good feeling. It helps them sleep at night, right? Typically, most people do not do that, but it's a tool that you can use, again, for the downside because it's bearish. And at the same time, when you're buying that put, you're paying that premium. Guess what? I'm on that other side. I'm selling that put to you. I'm collecting that premium. And when you sell the put, you don't own the stocks, right? But you're selling the right to sell at a designated price within a specific period. The buyer has the right to sell it to you. So when I sell that put, guess what? Where is it at? There it is. Boom. Bullish play. Bright green. Love how these colors come out in this Google Sheets. But anyway, so I'm selling the right for them to sell me the shares. So let's go back to that same example, right? Tesla stock today, 220. I'm going to sell a put. I don't own the shares. I'm going to sell a put, 210 strike in 6 months. I'm committing to buying Tesla for $210 in 6 months because I don't even think it's going to go under that. I think it's either going to be 210 or stay above 210. And guess what? If that happens, my contract that, the put that I sold expires worthless and I keep that premium. However, if I am wrong and Tesla tanks under 210, guess what? I have to buy all those shares at $210. Or I can pay to close the put, which is the differential, in the price, which you pay in premium. So that's the risk. That is the risk of options. I hope, again, that it's as simple as that. I hope that made sense. That's the 4 transactions. Now, who is on the other side, you ask? Who the hell is buying calls, selling puts, buying puts, selling calls? Who? Obviously us, the retail investor, we're there. And there's another degenerate retail investor on the other side, right? However, it's not all us, it's market makers. Typically, these are, people that work in the banks and the brokerages. Market makers, they're a firm or individual that stands ready to buy or sell a security. They're the ones that actually make the decision on how much a transaction should be. So there's always going to be options as long as there's market makers, because these brokers, they hire these experts who sit there all day and they make moves and moves and moves, and they hope they're right. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know, right? But yeah, that's who's on the other side. It's not like I'm selling a call and it's going directly to you. Typically, it's the money market maker always on the other side, and they're on the other side of you. And again, we don't know unless we follow the entire transaction. I don't even know if we could do that, but nor do I want to. But anyway, I just wanted to cover that. Again, this is a basics video, nothing too specific. I just want everyone to understand the very basics of options so that they can understand what the hell YieldMax is doing with their money, and hopefully understand my daily videos. So now let's go back to the why. So number 1, flexibility. So flexibility, obviously, that applies to all 4 of these. You have the flexibility to do whatever you want. If you go to your account, your brokerage, typically you're signed up without options trading. So you have to typically, for the most part, apply for it, and they'll give you a specific level. I think level 2 covers all 4 of these. So you'd have to apply for that, and then you have at it. However, I would recommend reading up a lot before playing around. I mean, I'm not one of those people that say, "Oh, use paper money, use fake money." I don't do that. I have to have money in the game for it to matter. If I use paper money, it's like, I'm going to do it and look at it and not even see the result. That's like doing fantasy football for no money. There's no point. So I'm not going to say that. All I'm going to say is understand exactly what you're doing before you press that button. And I'm not going to lie. When I first got into options, it was on Robinhood. And Robinhood makes it so easy to understand. And then I changed brokerages to TD Ameritrade. And their Thinkorswim platform is very advanced and very scary. I'm hitting buttons. I'm like, oh, crap. I hope this is right. Robinhood made it very easy. Thinkorswim is a very good platform for options. And I was nowhere near the experience level when I used it. But I eventually learned it. And it's a great tool. And sure enough, my TD Ameritrade is getting converted to Schwab. However, they said I get to keep Thinkorswim. So let's hope that's the case. Anyway, number 2. Why would you want to do options? And that's leverage. So, and that applies to buying calls, right? So if I want to buy Tesla, because I think it's going to go up, sometimes, people can't afford it. Some of these stocks are unaffordable. But you know what is affordable? Buying a call on them. The premium, you can afford that premium. And guess what? If you think Tesla's going to go up, you don't have to buy Tesla to make money. You can buy a call on Tesla to make money. You buy that call on Tesla, and then you hope it goes above whatever strike price you pick and expiration date you pick. And if it does, you make money. You don't have to buy the shares. You could sell that call off for the premium, which is, it's pretty damn cool. Again, I've never done it. I've never bought because I've always been the seller. I said, I'm not buying. I'm only the income maker here. I really should start just trying, venture in time. And if I do, I'll share what I do. But right now I'm just so focused on income that I can't even think. All right. So what else? Number 3, hedging. And I think we spoke about this. When you buy a put, you're hedging your bets, right? Even when you sell a call, you own the stocks, you're hedging your bets with that too. But buying a put to me is hedging, because you're protecting, your stock from the downward slide here. So, and we went through that, so I won't go through that again. And last but not least, what are we here for? Income. Number 4, income. So, selling a call and selling a put produces income, and that's why people do it. That's why people do the wheel strategy. They sell a put, they get assigned, they buy the shares, and guess what? They sell calls on those shares. And then if they get assigned on that, then they sell puts again, and so on and so forth. And that's the wheel strategy, and it's awesome. I'm going to do the wheel strategy when I retire and have time. I don't have time. I barely have time for this. I work all damn day, and then I have kids, so there is no time. I was doing options before, believe me, and I was rushing things, and it was a mistake. It was a big mistake, and I lost a lot of money. I made a lot of stupid mistakes, but guess what? I don't regret it because I learned a lot. I learned a ton at that time. So I can now say, at least, I do know options, and at any point in time, sure, I'll sell a call in Tesla, boom. I haven't done it, but I can do it. I don't have to think about it. But there are advanced options strategies that I do not know about, and I haven't learned about because I don't want to. I mean, it's good to know, but if you don't, I don't want to use it. There's all these different terms for different strategies, and to me, I like to keep it simple. I'll sell a put, I'll sell a call, that's it. If I want to buy a call, maybe I'll do that. But, that's the end of it, right? I'm not buying puts, I'm bullish or I'm not. Am I buying a put on Tesla because I think it's going to go down? No. But you can. Anyone can. But that's it, guys. I really do hope this video helped you guys. Again, I did this video because I got a lot of comments on my daily Yield Max holding videos that thank you for the information. I appreciate it, but I didn't really understand options. I don't understand anything about options, which means me as a creator, maybe I'm not explaining it enough, correctly enough on the Yield Max dailies. However, I don't want to do that too much because the people that just are popping in for the daily update, they don't want to learn about options every single day. So that's why I made this video. This is for those people. And I'll reference it on occasion on my daily videos so people remember. But again, if you enjoyed this video, please click like because I forfeited my jog. Again, this is my lunch break. I was supposed to jog. So now I'm getting fatter because I made this video. So if you do like this, again, a like is appreciated. It makes it all worth it. If you have any questions, leave a comment, or you can comment about the video. Whether you love it or hate it, it's all good. Yeah, if you have friends who are interested, a share is always good too. Get the word out. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the likes, the comments, and the shares. It's all keeps me motivated and it keeps me going. Just so you guys know, every single comment, every single like, that's what keeps me going. All right, guys, let me at least get some kind of workout in and enjoy the rest of my lunch. And again, thanks for watching and have a great day.